Helium 10 and AMZ Scout are two popular Amazon FBA tools, and I'm going to share the pros and cons for each one. I'm also going to share some ways to get discounted pricing for both of these platforms, especially if you're starting off in Amazon. You'll be able to use these to help you kind of figure out what to do next for your product. Both Helium 10 and AMZ Scout have features such as product research tools, keyword research tools, and sales estimates. You can also look into competitor and product tracking, which is really useful if you're a beginner in the space. In doing research for these, I've really come to see that a lot of people have some preferences for which one is better. And I've used both, so I want to share a more unbiased opinion on what I think about both of Helium 10 and AMZ Scout by sharing the pros and cons of each and letting you know how much each one costs so that you can work that into your budget. In the end, it doesn't matter to me which one you choose. It really depends on what works best for what you're looking to do with your product on Amazon. A big question here is, do you even need any one of these when you're starting out in the Amazon space? So I'm going to go over that as well. So let's just dive into first the pros and cons for AMZ Scout. The first pro for AMZ Scout is that they have pretty accurate data. With AMZ Scout tools, you can actually see how much a product is selling for each month. You can see the actual sales that a competitor is probably making from this product. This is really useful to see, especially if you're looking to have a similar product to somebody else. So you want to see how much they're making per month and maybe see how you can capitalize on that, make it even better, and have even more sales per month. Another cool feature with AMZ Scout that I haven't seen with other platforms is that you can have 6+ users on one account. And this is super useful if you're learning to build a team. If you have a lot of VAs that are helping you out, any assistants or maybe business partners, they can all go onto this one account. And that is pretty rare for one of these software tools. AMZ Scout lets you have more than 6 users on an account, so that's pretty awesome. Probably the biggest pro for AMZ Scout as well is that you're able to see the Amazon FBA fees. And fees are a huge part of how much you're making on Amazon because they take a pretty big percentage of your monthly sales. And this is really important to know because a lot of the time you'll hear people talk about revenue, and revenue is very different from profit. The profit's what's left when you really discount all of these fees that are associated with creating and selling your product. And Amazon takes a big portion of that. I have a full video breaking down actually how to avoid all of these fees, how to lower those costs. So I'll link that up above for you guys to check out. But AMZ Scout allows you to actually see the Amazon FBA fees broken down as well through that exact product that you're looking at. So that's a really awesome feature. A big con for AMZ Scout, however, is that the lower plans don't really allow you to have some cool research tools. So if you're going for a more basic level plan, there's not really a lot that offers that you can actually use to really scale your business. So I would look into that and see how much it actually costs to have a more high platinum or premium offer per month versus their basic lower level plan. Another con is that they don't really have a tool to help you launch your product, which I guess isn't really the point of one of these software tools. However, there are some other competitors out there that do have these tools to help you launch a product. Now that you're a little more familiar with AMZ Scout, let's dive into the pros and cons for Helium 10. Both Helium 10 and AMZ Scout are big players in this space, but Helium 10 is actually a little more expensive than AMZ Scout. Helium 10 is around $99 per month, whereas AMZ Scout is $49.99 per month. Compared to Helium 10, it seems that Helium 10 can be a better option, but it is still $99 per month. However, I do have a discount for you down in the description box below. You can get 50% off your first month, and this is super useful if you're just wanting to try it out and see how it works with your business. If you spend $50 with this discount, it's not too bad considering how much information you can learn from your competitors and your space. So I would definitely recommend checking out the discounts below. I also have 10% off each month that you use Helium 10. So you can figure out which one works best for you, or you can use both. So just check it out down in the description box below. One big pro for Helium 10 is that there's a lot of tools that Helium 10 offers for you. They have a huge array of tools, and it's a lot more than I've seen other competitors use. Helium 10 also has a keyword tracker and research tool, which is a lot more in depth than what AMZ Scout has to offer. Helium 10 also has a really important tool called the Refund Genie. And the Refund Genie is extremely important because it actually helps you calculate how much Amazon owes you in refunds. When a customer returns a product, there's a lot of times where Amazon doesn't refund you the correct amount, and that's something that you have to be on top of. But with the Refund Genie, you're able to look into this a little more. Helium 10 will calculate what that is, and then you can reach out to Amazon with these receipts and let them know what they owe you. Another big mention for Helium 10 is that they have a tool called a review downloader. This is where you can download all the reviews that customers are leaving for maybe competitor products. And this is useful for you because you want to see and read what customers are saying, either good or bad. And this way you can see where you have areas to improve if you're making a similar product, or what things to keep around and maybe make a little better if they're liking something for a product. So this is a really cool feature. A con for Helium 10 is that if you're doing a yearly subscription, it can be pretty pricey compared to other sites out there. I did mention though that I do have a discount code to help you out in the beginning, so definitely check that out down below, but it is pretty costly and you'll have to factor this into your budget for your company. Another con, which can maybe be viewed as a pro, is that there is a 30-day free trial. And if you want to do that free trial, 30 days is actually an amazing amount, and you'll be able to get a money-back guarantee for those 30 days if you're feeling like you're not really able to use it too much or you're not feeling too comfortable with the site. However, there's a lot of ways to help you feel comfortable with how to use Helium 10. I'm able to help you out as well, but there's great customer service over at Helium 10 to really get you comfortable and situated with the site to help improve your product. AMZ Scout, on the other hand, only has a 7-day free trial. There is no credit card required when you're signing up for the free trial, which is really great, but it is only 7 days, and that's not really enough time to dive into all this research that you can do for your competitor products. So I would definitely recommend doing a 30-day free trial, and that way you'll feel a little more comfortable and have time to do research and do your due diligence by researching everything about a product. Now, all of these key tools are essential with growing your business, especially again if you're a beginner in the space. Amazon has over 5 million active sellers on the platform, so that's a lot of competition. So if there's any way for you to explore more tools to help you really stand out among this very saturated space, then I would definitely recommend to just take advantage of it. For my business, Vino Cards, I used Helium 10 to help me with everything. And because I'm very comfortable with Helium 10 and I've been using it from the beginning, I have a slight preference for Helium 10. But my biggest piece of advice is just to do both free trials. Try out AMZ Scout and try out Helium 10. Then you can compare both of them. Why not take advantage of something like that so that you can really have a well-versed understanding of how each platform works? I have the hookups for these sites down below. Check those out. And if you want to compare Helium 10 with some other big players in the space, again, so that you can figure out which one is best, you can check out this video here where I do another pros and cons of these big software tools. So check it out here and I'll catch you in that one.